Just a quick video on how you can actually find the key or the pitch of your 808s and your kicks. Now, this is important for mixers because making sure that your 808 is pitched correctly makes for a much better song, makes for everything to sound a lot more succinct. Look at me trying to throw in big words. I don't even know what succinct means. You basically want your 808 to be in the same key as the rest of your melodies and chords and whatnot because it just makes it sound 10 times better. And in addition to that, having your kick in the same key or in the same pitch as your 808 or as in or in the main key of your song. Let's put it like that. You want it to match the key of your song, but the 808 needs to match the key of the song, and then the kick you can adjust to the 808 after that. But yeah, so the purpose of this video is to actually find out the pitch and the key of your 808 sample and your kick sample. So me personally, I use Logic as you can see, and I like to use an app called Key Finder. Now I'm pretty sure there's a version for Windows as well. Just to quickly show you where to grab that. Oh boy. Yeah, so if you just type Key Finder in Google, you should be able to. Yeah, Magical Jelly Bean. Or no, it's just definitely not the Magical Jelly Bean. Ibrahim, that's it, my guy, my Aki. Yeah, so if you're on a Windows, it would automatically say Key Finder version whatever for Windows, or you can just go to the older versions here if it doesn't say it there. But yeah, just download it. As you can see, it's key estimation software for DJs. It works just as good as for producers. It's probably more effective for producers than it is for DJs, or maybe that was just very wrong and ignorant on my part, as I don't DJ. But yeah, so get the key finder, download that, and then jump back onto your DAW. Alright, so we're back. Um, no, I wasn't meant to do a cut there. I just wanted to say we're back. Um, yeah, so what you want to do then is open it up. Very simple and easy to use. Very simple concept. All you do is you drag in your drum file that you want to find out, or your 808 sample file. You do run batch analysis, and it will tell you what the key is. Simple. So if your song is in, all right. First things first. Let me put some samples in there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Then you don't see the stash. Just go here. 808. Oh, well, these ones already, this one isn't, so I'll just put this one in. Run batch analysis. Boom. So this particular 808 is pitched in the key of E. Yeah. So let me just make a new 808 track, or maybe I'll just duplicate this one, or maybe I'll just use this one because why not? So I'll change it to no instrument. EXS24. This is the truth. You know, all you Logic guys, I'm sure you know about that. If I don't know how else you program your drums, this is definitely the best way for me. So yeah, anyway, moving on. I'm just gonna slap the 808 sample in here. Nice, nice. You want to keep the pitch option ticked, which basically saying that it is keeping the pitch changing. So it's actually laid it out like a keyboard. So now this one sample is basically like a piano in terms of it goes up in pitches, and you can play different notes now. You can play a C, all of that. But first things first, we need to change it so that the default key here is the same as the detected key, or the actual key of the sample, to make it so that the whole piano or keyboard is accurate. So first things first, what this actually means when it says key C3, it means the note that is going to play exactly the sample as it is with no change. So what this is saying is that from C3, C3 is going to play this sample as it is with no change, with no pitch up, with no pitch down. this is just going to play a sample. So C3, that's how it sounds by itself. Now, this is wrong in terms of the keyboard layout because this is playing a C note, but we know that it's in the key of E. So for this to be accurate, what we do is, depending on where you want it to be on your keyboard, I like it to be C1 or in the ones, but it's up to you. What we're going to do is from here, we're going to go to E and assign the root key to E so that every note that it plays from that point forward or backwards is accurate. So I'm just going to take it and move it up to E. So now the default note is C. Now do you see how that's the same sound as we heard on the C3, but now it's here. So now the whole scale of the 808 is accurate. That's actually a C note, that's actually an E note, that's actually a G note. Right? So that's very important because when you start to program in your 808 to a certain key and put in the specific notes that are inside of that key, it will be accurate. Yeah, so C, D, E, F, G, that's actually correct now. So now that the 808 is nice and it's in the right key, you just save that as whatever. And then yeah, you could go ahead and play it. So let's say the song, and you don't have to play the song in the same key that the 808 is in. That's why it was important for us to change it here. So now we can play any key. Let's say we want to play G major, which is yeah, without the F. It's an F sharp instead of the F. That's a G major. You can still play any. You can play any song or match any melodies that are in G major or C major or anything else because all of the keys are accurate, right? So let's just pretend that we've made a melody, we've made a chord, we've made a chord progression, and it is actually in E. Yeah, so we'll put that in E major for now. Now we want our kick to match that. So I've got a little pattern here. It's not gonna be in. It won't be in E major. It'll be in C actually. So what I'm gonna do is pretend that we're in C major. Please ignore me the first time. So we're in C major. This is starting at C2. So I'm gonna need to move this up to C3. There we go. So the 808 pattern plays as so. Right. Now I'd like to layer that with a nice kick to give it more punch, but I want that kick to be in the same key as the song, right? So that's a C major, which is also the root note of the 808. So that's getting a bit more into music theory and whatnot, but just an easy way to remember is that you want everything to be in the same key. You want it to be the melodies, the chords, the 808, the kick, you want it all to be in the same key. So we're in C major, the kick, I need to now find out so the pattern's matched, but I need to first find out what key this kick is in. Right. Or I'll just do a brand new kick actually because I did that with the 808. Anyway, moving on. Johnny Cage. Boom. Run batch analysis. Alright, so this is an F minor, but F basically. Alright, yeah, so what we're going to want to do is do a new one and slap in that. Where has it now gone? Sure. And slap in that Johnny Cage. Now the difference is here, most of the time you wouldn't want your kick laid out across the whole keyboard of the sampler. It's just not really necessary. I like to have all of my drums in one EXS file. I classify this as a file, so I might have a clap, a kick, snare, a hi-hat, just across each of the keys because I don't really need it to pitch up or down. I just want its original sound. So I'm just gonna drag I'm just going to drag this to the size of one note. And I'm going to put that on C1. Right, so we know that this is F minor. And what you can just do is you can actually change the name of it here so that whenever you load it up in future, you know what key it is, so you can adapt it to the song. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So the pitch button isn't, ooh, and that's my mouse out of battery. That's very jarring. All right, I'm gonna edit this and get back to y'all. And we're back with a little bit of charge in my battery so I can finish this off with you. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is change the key. What was it? It was F minor, wasn't it? Just gonna change that to F. No. Apologies. I'm gonna change it to C so that it's the correct pitch here. Just make sure. Yeah, so that's how it sounds. So that's accurate. I'll probably save that, whatever. And then here, what I'll do is in the EX24, I'll just change this. So what this is doing is changing it in semitones, which means basically one note at a time. So this would be C, this would be C sharp, this would be D, this would be D sharp, this would be F, this would be, no, that would be E, the F sharp, etc., etc. So right now it's C, and we're in the key of C, but the key of the kick is F minor. So I can count down or count up to find where C is, and then adjust by that many, right? So if I start my finger on C, or on F minor even, or just F, and I count down, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 semitones from an F down to a C. So I just change that. And now the kick that is F minor will be playing in the key of C when I hit it. As opposed to, so it's gone a bit darker, but this is a C now. So this should mesh a lot better with the 808, right? So let me just move all these notes to see where the kick is placed, and let's give that a hear. Missing a kick here at the end. So that's it in key. Let's listen to it normal. So you see how it clashes a bit more with the 808, whereas when it's the same as C, it's more meshed. And another thing you can do is you can also pitch it up to the next C above. So that would be 7 semitones. Let's listen to how that sounds. Yeah, so there you have it. That's how you find the pitches using Key Finder, and then that's how you adjust everything in Logic Pro X with EXS24. Hopefully this has been helpful. 16-beat signing out. Please watch out and check out for my mixing and mastering guide, my course that I'm releasing. The link should be in the description, and yeah, take care.